Okay, in the last video, I showed you how to do the first question, how to do a linear regression. Now we're going to do question 2. So I've created a second tab. So if you don't know how to create a second tab, okay, you just right click. Okay, you can either delete, copy, right, or you can delete and copy if you don't have it, or you can go to the plus. You don't right click, you go to the plus. It adds another tab, and then you can double click on here, and then you can put like maybe question 3 will go here, but we'll do question 2. So now I've got 3 tabs. I got question 1 done on this tab. Okay, question 2, I've already done the table. Let's move up and show you. Question 2 is on this tab over here. And then question 3 will go into that tab. So here it is, Canada's olive imports. We do the exact same thing. We type this nicely. Now I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to insert the table. Okay, now I can move the table because it's covering up my items. Now this time the titles, you don't have to use these 2 items for the title. This is Canada's olive imports. I can double click in here and put Canada's olive imports. So we've got that. Now we're going to clean it up a bit. So the year is fine there. 20, that's actually not bad. I don't mind it going up to 20 here, but let's adjust it. I'd rather start from a few years back and a few years forward. So we're going to go customize it here. Do we got the right chart? Let's just take a look. Chart style. Whoops, we'll go to setup. Make sure it's this scatter plot. We don't want this one. We want to make sure you have the scattered chart here. Okay, so just switch between it. Make sure it's the one with the dots, the scatter chart. We're going to go to customize. Let's do the horizontal axis first. So horizontal axis, so that's this one. Let's go from 1984 to 1998. So we'll go 1984. Whoops. 84. And over here we'll go to 1998. Okay, so that looks okay. It looks spread out there. Now here, 0 to 20 is not bad. But if it wasn't 0 to 20, you go to the vertical axis. So you'd go to the vertical axis and you can put 0 to 20 here. I'll switch that a little bit, 0 to 20. Now I wouldn't mind putting lines in between. So I wouldn't mind putting some lines in between. So go to grid lines. Let's add the minor grid lines here. 3 like that. That's not too bad. 2, 4. We could put 5 in here. Let's see, we've got 2. Let's put 4 in there. Okay, so now we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So it evenly goes up by 1s there to 5. It looks pretty good. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Amount import. I don't know what happened there, but I wanted a different title. I want Canada's olive. Don't know why I didn't switch. So double click Canada's olive imports. I bet you when I clicked on it before it switched, so double check, you changed it. Sometimes I probably switched the type of title under setup, and then again it got rid of my title here. Okay, so we've got that Canada's olive imports. Now we're going to put the trend line in. We're going to customize here. We're going to go under customize. We're going to go to series. Okay, we're going to pick the trend line. And we want linear. There are other kinds, but we do want linear. So we want the line of best fit. And we need a label, so we need to see the equation. It shows it right here. 1.3 times x plus 2582. Let's show the r squared term. So the r squared term is 0.984. Okay, so now we've got that. Now what else? The question also asks, create the scatter plot. Now find the linear regression in r squared. We got that. Then it says state r. So now we need the correlation coefficient, or r. Correlation coefficient is also the r. We're just going to type it in the box right beside it. We type it there. So here it's the square root of that. So you can use your calculator. Another way to do square root is it's to the power of 0.5. So I'll go 0.984. And for those of you that don't know this, the power of 0.5 is actually a square root. You just put it in like this, or you can use the square root button on your calculator. There it is. There's my correlation coefficient. Now it's positive and it goes up in a pot. It's positive because it goes this way, and it's very strong. That's a very high number. So it's a strong, let's put it here. It's a strong positive correlation. Okay, next thing under here, there's a question to be answered. So answer the question underneath. So let's see. Using the equation found, so let me go to the sheet here. So it says here, using the equation found, find the amount imported in 1991. Did you use interpolation or extrapolation? So let's go over here. We're going to go into our equation. So 1991 imported. So we want to find amount imported in 1991. So over here, it's 1.3 times 1991. And this plus minus means it's minus 2582. So it's 1 equals 1.3. Whoops. So I'm gonna type in the equation here, but you can do it on a calculator. Times, okay, times the 1991. And then it's actually subtract 2582, because that's our equation, subtract 2582. We hit enter, 6.3. So in 1991, which is here, it should be close to 6.3 in the equation. Again, I'm not sure if I did. 1.3 times that, plus minus 2582. Next, on the next part here, finally, we say that this was in between, so it's between in here, so it was interpolated. So we put interpolation, and then we're done.